Hello, and welcome to the SoftCookie Agere podcast. I am your host, SoftCookie, and my special guest today is Rock.
Hello.
Hello, Rock. What are your pronouns for our listeners out there?
I use he, him.
All right, and my pronouns are they, them. So, to start us off, this podcast was inspired by my good pal Sophie. She had started an age regression podcast, but unfortunately had to stop it for personal reasons. And so I decided I wanted to bring it back. I got permission from her to do so. So I'm just putting that out there. I asked first. I asked. So
We're just continuing the legacy. We're carrying the torch.
We're carrying the torch, boys.
Because I thought it was a real cool idea. I don't think anyone else had done this. I know that there's some channel stuff, but there was no dedicated podcast. And
Yeah.
I like podcasts.
Dude, podcasts are really good. I don't know if I'm biased because of my work. I have to just listen to stuff constantly because I just zone out, listen to music or listen to podcasts while I work. But podcasts, mwah, chef's kiss, so good.
True, because if you're if you're drawing or whatever, it's kind of tedious. I know that there's some programs you can have a little window up at the top, but I'm not going to focus on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can always listen to videos, but it's not a format that's really made for that. You're going to miss something.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so let's talk Agere. Ah, that's so hard for me.
Yeah, tell them about that.
Okay, so in my head, I pronounce Agere as Agere.
Like agricultural.
Not agricultural, like aggression. Like that's how it's that's how it's pronounced in my head. I'm like Agra. Like, yeah, Agra, that sounds right.
You're just a really aggressive baby.
Yeah.
Chews on stuff and rips it apart. Rip and tear.
I can be pretty aggressive when baby, but usually all I want is just a sippy cup and cartoons, and then I'm good.
You're so valid. It's the duality.
It's the duality of baby. Let's talk about what got you into Agere.
So I don't think that I have a solid answer for that because I don't really remember. I know that I've always kind of had the regressive tendencies. For me, it's a really psychological thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was seeing a therapist, but I don't think that I even brought it up to them because I thought that there was something kind of wrong with it. I didn't want to be misconstrued because I had exposure to the CGL community beforehand.
Yes.
And I think it was through that in an unfortunate way that I found out about safer work regression. That was probably around 2017. I'm a non-community regressor now. I think I was a part of Teeny Tots before that kind of exploded and died off. I don't even know if they're still around anymore.
I think they are.
Are they really?
I see some things by them sometimes.
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't know they were still around. But anyway, I was there for all the donut drama and stuff.
I don't even know anything about that, but that sounds really fascinating. Wow.
Well, I think it's fascinating because it sounds really odd. It's supposed to be this cutesy little baby community and suddenly everybody's at each other's necks. But
what's the tea about donuts?
I can't even tell you because I was confused back then. I'm sure still confused now. And I'm sure people change, they move on, so if they hear this, I feel really bad.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, we won't bring up old stuff. Let people grow.
Yeah, that was a few years ago, but my point is that I've kind of been around a while. I think it was that said drama that kind of pulled me away or pushed me away from the community. I had a side blog back then. I've never had any followers. There's no point to even bring it up, but I think I deleted it. And I only really came back to the Agere side of Tumblr probably 2 months ago.
Okay.
I know that I always lurked in the tags, but I didn't or reblog anything. I was always too nervous. I guess as a whole, my answer to your question is that I don't remember. I've just been around for a while.
That's valid. That's pretty valid. I know, like, when you're saying, like, what's it called? CGL?
Yeah, CGL.
Or DDL?
Well, because CGL, I think, is like the overarching term, and then like the DDLG is like a subset of that. But it's all like the same thing. It's like the kink communities, basically.
Okay, because I know that the terms really honestly confuse me, and I'm fairly new to age regression. I've only just started like last year is when I like really got into it, so I've like slowly been learning things. So I don't know that much about the terms, but I know
you're almost blessed to not know about that side of it. I'll be real.
I'm a blessed baby, y'all. But but I know a lot of regressors, like how they've heard or found out about Agere is through the CGL community. But I know that there is like the Shire. Is that what you call it?
The Shire, like Lord of the Rings?
No, like child regressor.
Like with a C.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember when that was like made, and I don't know if they allow kink interaction. I feel like they did back then. I don't think they do now. But I've never tried to pronounce that out loud. I'm not sure. I can't even like correct you this time.
Yeah. Good luck correcting me.
Cool, because it's like child regression. I guess it would be like Chirey or something. Someone will correct us.
I just say Shire.
This and they're one of them.
I'm like, Shire sounds nice, but I was like, yeah, I like the sound of that. If I were a part of community, it'd probably like really based on like how it sounds. Like, that sounds nice. That sounds cute. But then it's like looking into things, I'm like, ooh, I don't know the terms that they use. I don't know like who they put in their do not interacts. I wouldn't want to mess that up. So I'm just like, I'm just non-community, I guess. I don't want to ruin anybody's party.
Yeah, it and I feel like some people, I see the appeal in them, but I already stress out enough about like not reblogging from kink sources. You know what I mean? Like if someone was on my neck about
it, like please, I'm just but a small little man. Okay, so that's cool, I guess.
You can.
Okay. The next portion we have here is our mean questions.
Oh.
And the format I'm going to be using is 30 days of little space, 100% safe for workplace by I had to turn my head here because they put it at a slant, their watermark. It says at little.baby.ashton.
So, Ashton's a cute name. I like that.
That is pretty cute. So there's 30 questions, and I'm gonna just do 5 of them, but I've got a random number generator.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna generate a number. So your first question is gonna be number 4. Number 4 is, what's your favorite color?
Oh, okay. Well, it kind of depends on the day.
Oh, okay.
I would normally say orange.
Mm-hmm.
But when a lot of people, those dumb quizzes, they're like, "Oh, what's your favorite color?" It'll be like red, yellow, green, blue. Like orange isn't a color or something.
Yeah.
But I really like orange and blue.
Orange doesn't exist.
Secondary choice.
Only primaries here.
Yeah. Orange and blue. I think orange, blue, and white are really cute.
Okay, that's pretty valid. Okay, let's do your next question. My favorite color is blue, by the way.
You're valid.
I'm so valid. Okay.
Is that why your little guy has blue hair?
Yes. Well, also I have blue hair.
Oh, I haven't seen your face. So.
Okay.
Nobody knows I have blue hair on the internet.
Well, I draw it that way. I'm like.
Okay, but I can draw myself with green hair. I don't have green hair.
Then I would assume you have
your
green
ideal
hair. Life. In my mind's eye, I have green hair.
We aren't physically 5 either, but that's
All right, your next question is number 14. Do you use pacifiers?
I've kind of been on the hunt for some. I'll always eye them at the store, and I'm like, oh, that sure would be nice, but I feel like I feel too awkward going and checking them out. So no, but I really want to.
This is a tack on question I have to that. Not related, well, not related, but like not a part of Ashton's questions, whoever they may be.
Yeah.
My question is, do you have like a special name that you call pacifiers?
No, I can't think. I know that some like Brits say like dummies or something, but that sounds so weird to me because I'm like a Southerner. But I mean, passy. I mean, that's pacifier, passy. I know some people use like different words. What do you use?
Binky.
That's so cute. Isn't that like the guy from Arthur?
Well, that's
I don't know why that's the connection I made.
well, apparently that's something that rabbits do when they're excited. They binky, but I don't know. That's just what my family's always called it, is binkies.
Why did I not think of that first? I have a rabbit. I was like, oh, the guy from Arthur.
The guy from Arthur? You mean the Arthur rabbit?
It's not even a rabbit though. I don't know what he is. I think he's like a bulldog.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Well, I'm thinking of Buster.
Yeah, Buster's the rabbit.
Oh, this is a mess.
That's okay. This is just the natural flow of conversation.
The natural flow of things. So
you're getting the authentic experience.
So I calls it a binky. And I get what you mean. I actually bought myself a binky from the store because I thought, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna go for it, lads. Just gonna go ham on this. Just gonna zonk out with a binky. But it's too small.
That's true. I've heard of some people they'll get like the baby ones at the store and they'll take the shields off of them, but they'll find like adult pacifiers like made for it, like orthodontic ends. The part that you put in your mouth.
Yeah, the guys.
Some people will do that and then they'll put them on like the baby shields because they think they look cuter or something. I don't know how it works. I thought they were like glued on, but somehow they do it.
They're crafty sons of guns. But yeah, no, I've actually tried like 2 different people that do custom binkies.
Oh, those are so pretty. I love them.
I really would love to have a Blue Beetle binky because it's my favorite superhero of all time. And I just really love him and would love a binky of that. But like the people that I've messaged about making binkies, they've never even like responded to me trying to get a hold of them. And I've been like, okay, they're probably busy or maybe they don't do it anymore, whatever.
I think there's like a lot of inactive accounts. Yeah. I didn't know you meant like the superhero because I don't know much about that stuff. I thought you meant like a beetle, like a beetle, and it was like colored to look like that.
No, I mean,
some of them have like the iridescent wings. I thought that's what you meant. I was like,
that would be
that's
cute,
cool.
though.
Now I want to do that.
That sounds cute. What the heck?
Like, I don't know how you would do that. Probably with like a specific kind of paint, but I'd be worried about putting paint on it. It'd have to be like lead free and stuff.
Oh yeah, well I'm sure you can find that. Iridescent, safe for baby paint.
Yeah, that's my finger paints that are holographic.
Wow. But yeah, no, I'd like. What would you like? Like, what character or what on a binky would you like?
I have thought about this a little bit. I think it would be super cute to have like a Blue's Clues one because Blue's Clues is like one of my favorite shows. Have you seen the new one?
I have not.
I've only seen a few episodes. I really like it. But I think it would be cute to have like a blue one and have like the little paw print, the clue on the what is it called? The shield, the little
the button.
The thing in the middle.
The button. I think it's called a button
thing. Yeah. Like, that would be so cute.
You know what? I should know this because people send in requests all the time and they like explicitly describe how they want their binkies and they use like the technical terms for it and it's just like, nope, that information just left my brain. After I draw it, it's gone.
Flew over my head.
Yeah.
I think a yellow one would be cute too, like just a plain yellow one. I think that's what I sent you whenever I commissioned you originally.
Yeah, I
I
think
got
you did.
art from them. Go buy art from them. Do it.
Go buy my art. I do big things. I do little things. I do lots of different things. But
what is your art blog URL? Or you said it was like your main, I think.
Yeah, my main is SoftCookie.
So
Or
people
SoftCookie time. I'm gonna link it down in the description. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Yellow is a beautiful color and I love it and it makes me happy. Now it's time
it's
for
like
your
sunshine.
It's time for your third question. You ready for this?
Yep. Ready as I'll ever be.
The number. God. The number is 10. So we're going backwards now. Okay, so I think you already answered this, but what's your favorite little show?
So yeah, Blue's Clues probably. What other shows do I watch? I know that's the one that's like my go-to. I really like to watch like the Pokemon anime. When I'm big, it's kind of stupid. It's kind of hard to watch if you're not like a child, just because of the writing and the dialogue and the everything. It sounds so stupid. I'm like, well, why don't you just do this? But when you're like 5 mentally, you're like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Dude.
Go for it. Like it's everything's better when you're 5. You don't know.
It's true.
And so I mean, like Blue's Clues, Pokemon anime. I like Doc McStuffins a little bit. I like that show. I don't know if I watch any other Disney Junior shows. That's my main one. I guess 3's an even number. Those are my favorite 3, probably.
Yeah, and this is your third question, so.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it works out.
Y'all, we know numbers.
Okay. So, well, I'm trying to think of a little show that I watch. Like, I usually will just listen to music and eat snacks when I'm little, because, like, I don't know, it's just something so pleasant about being small and eating small snacks. I do like watching Barbie on Netflix though. That's nice.
Is that on Netflix? Yeah. I don't have Netflix, so I wouldn't even know. I remember I used to always rent the Barbie movies from Redbox. I don't even know if Redbox is around. I'm just old enough to be at the tail end of like Blockbuster.
Redbox still exists.
Okay.
That's fairly new, I think. Like,
is it?
It's not like Blockbuster or anything.
No, like it hasn't been around as long, but I don't. I guess I don't go many places.
Well, not anymore.
I've outed myself as like a hermit.
Oh, jeez. I think that's fine. But no, but like maybe sometime we should get together and we can watch some baby shows on Netflix. Because I got Netflix, I got Hulu, I got Prime, I got Disney Plus as well.
That would be epic.
I got everything. But yeah. Next question. This is question number 4. You got this one and another one to go. You're almost there, buddy.
That home stretch.
Oh, guess what number you got?
Oh.
You got 28.
How was I supposed to guess 28? I would guess like 4.
well, you guessed wrong then.
4.
Did you do 4? Yeah, you did do 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say that.
All right. So, this is very important.
Okay.
Do you have a bedtime?
I'll say I do.
You'll say you do, but you're a liar?
Isn't honest.
Oh, no.
So, like, in my head, ideally I would, but, you know, my sleep schedule is so... I mean, you know, because we were trying to schedule this for, like, a week.
I know. We were just, like... it's like the day we were supposed to have it, I slept through the entire day, and then I messaged you in the middle of the night and was like, oh, crap, we were supposed to have our call.
And then I think I was asleep. I didn't see that till later.
Yeah.
So we're just like all out of whack. Better question, do you have a bedtime?
I do not. I used to. My bedtime used to be at like 9 or 10, but now that I started working nights, that don't work no more. And then when I get home, yeah. I'm either beat or I'm like energetic and want to draw, but usually beat. So I'll usually just sleep the whole day. Okay, so you got a bedtime, but you don't follow it. Yeah. What is your bedtime?
Agere, aggressive baby. I do not have a bedtime. That's where the Agere comes out.
That's where it comes out. No bedtime. All right. So, the last one. Are you ready?
Yes.
Your last question is number 3.
Oh, it's like my favorite number.
It's a good number. It's a really good number. Wait a minute. Okay, no, I was like, didn't I already ask you number 3? But no, it was your third question, and you answered with 3 shows. It wasn't question number 3. I'm like, I'm losing my gosh darn mind.
This is the third 3.
I'm
probably not helping.
Oh no, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, so do you have any stuffies?
Oh my gosh, yes. So my favorite, I don't know if a lot of people know that this animal exists, but if I say, oh, the thing that looks like a donkey and has like zebra legs, but he's an okapi. I call him okapi because I don't know why. But he's a little okapi. He's my favorite. I've got a couple more, but he's like my main homie.
I just had to Google that because I didn't know it by name, but by picture, yes, I know this guy.
Yeah, like they kind of look like horses with zebra legs, but they're actually closer to giraffes. And they only like live in the Congo, but they're endangered, so they've started like a bunch of what is it called? Like conservation programs around the world. Like I got to see some when I visited Oklahoma, and that was really fun. I got a picture of my plushie with one. But
they have little horns too.
Yeah, because they're like giraffes. I think people forget that giraffes have them too, because you don't look at their heads; they're too tall.
They got those little nubs up there.
Yeah.
Ah, these are cute. I like these. I like these fellas. I'll take 20. Oh, that's good. I like that. So that's your favorite stuffy?
Yeah, that is my favorite.
How many do you have in total?
Oh my gosh! Like I really I don't have a solid number just because when I was a kid, like a biological kid.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Like I always had a ton of them, and my parents luckily weren't the kind of people that were like, okay, you got to get rid of all of them. I've just kind of kept a lot of them for 10, 15 years at this point. So I really don't have a solid number, but Okupi is the one that I take everywhere. Like when I travel, I take them with me. When I go to the doctor sometimes, that kind of thing.
I just got a new stuffy that's like a sheep, but it's like a knockoff Squishmallow.
Oh my gosh, yes. There's like a little pink zebra Squishmallow that I've kind of wanted to get. Well. I have a little sheep pillow. It's like a pillow, but it's a stuffed animal. Like it's big and round and flat, but it's got a head on it, and it's a sheep. His name is Sheepy.
Is it
put, like this vanilla perfume on it?
Is it mayhaps a pillow pet?
No, not like a pillow pet. It's like it's bigger and it's round.
Bigger, stronger, better.
Yeah, like I think I have a panda pillow pet. But no, it's not a pillow pet. It's just like a flat. It's like take a sheep and make it a pancake. That's kind of what it looks like.
Sounds delicious. All right. So now we're on to the questions that you were made aware of, not the random questions.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your favorite things in the community?
Oh, you're a lot more involved in the community than I am, but I'm not active on any of other social media than Tumblr for the most part, especially like Agere wise. So I only really know about the Agere community on Tumblr. But I kind of just like to scroll through the tags, and I only follow a handful of people, maybe 40, 50 people. And even if I never talk to them, I kind of feel like I know them because there's like a common interest. I feel I don't know. I have a lot of trouble making friends my age sometimes because I just like baby stuff. I don't know what's really popular at the moment.
That's valid.
I guess my point is that I'm kind of happy that it's still around for one thing, but also that you know, it's like there's a sense of belonging in a way, even if you don't directly interact with it.
Yeah. It's true, and you should say it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I interacted with you, and that was like epic.
Yeah, it was
I'm really
pretty
glad
sweet.
I did. We like clicked like crazy fast.
You're a baby? I'm a baby? Same
Bro,
hat?
I'm a baby too.
Whoa. Goo goo gaga?
Papa Booey?
Papa Booey?
God.
So what are some of your favorite age regression related bloggies?
Oh, you know what? Let me get on my account real quick and I can find my following list.
Give us some good uns.
I am not even logged into my site account. I'm gonna just go off the top of my head and hope that I get their URLs right. What was his name? He's like I follow a lot of Paw Patrol blogs, which I think is really funny because I've never watched an episode of it in my life.
Same.
I've always been meaning to. It's on my watch list.
Also same.
What is it's like Autistic Bird Beeps or something like that? Do you know them?
I don't think that I do.
They post a lot of like Paw Patrol and cool bird facts. They're probably one of my favorites. There's Baby Bottles with a Z. I like them a lot. And those are also the two people that mainly popped up on my dash. So they're both really active. Let's get a third one in there. Like I'm trying to remember.
Wait, I got Autistic Bird Beeps, but what was the other one?
Baby Bottles with a Z.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Baby Bottles with a Z. Oh yeah. I know them.
Yeah,
I know that one.
At least at the moment, they've got that cute little icon.
Oh yeah.
In your blog, that feels like a cop out. I can't remember the URL at the moment.
Just casually plugs my blog in here. Do you mean my main blog or the art blog?
Like all of it.
Oh,
I just like you as a person. Follow my friend.
We got Big Sib Draws and we got SoftCookie Time. Pick your poison.
Is Big Sib Draws accepting requests at the moment though? Or are they closed? Are they still closed?
Requests are still closed. We have so many and just like with everything going on, plus the work that I have to do IRL, like sewing for family and also doing commission work, it's just like I haven't had the time to do any requests.
That's valid. I mean, sad. Y'all should still go follow because there's like a backlog of cool stuff.
Oh yeah, we got tons. But yeah. Oh, okay. I forgot I have questions here. So that was blogs that you like. What are some things you would actually like to see more of in the community?
This one is easy. I hardly even have to think about it. But like boy regressors, you know what I mean? Like, cause there's a lot of. I'm not a fan of like the pastel kind of stuff. It just doesn't do anything for me. I like the boyish in quotes thing because everything's boy things, but like that vibe. I get tired of like the pink pastel Hello Kitty kind of stuff really fast.
You said give me the mask stuff. Give me the mask stuff, fellas.
Like, I don't know what mask stuff is. I just, you know what I mean. There's like such an oversaturation of like the pastel stuff, and I think the boys need to rise up.
Rise up, kings. What's it? Most of the moderators on Big Sip Draws, they are boyo regressors. And we've talked about this a lot in our chat because we have a Discord where we like post like what we're supposed to be working on or post like ideas for the blog and stuff like that. And we talk about like how like we need more boyo representation, more masculine things for just to be like, hey, little boys are here too, fellas. But
yeah, like I think in certain circles there are, which is kind of weird because it's all, you know, it's not that huge of a community to begin with, but I think in certain parts there are more guys. Yeah. So maybe you just lucked out.
Maybe. So, that's you'd like to see more masculine things. I think I'd like to see more of is baby convention. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the baby convention. I want baby conventions all across America.
Are we gonna plug our secret project yet or no?
I don't know if it's really secret. I think anybody who knows who is following my blog.
Oh yeah, because you have been posting about it.
Yeah, I've been like that's like I'm hyper fixated at this point. I have like three different note boxes open with all the stuff, and then I have a Trello open with like all some ideas, and I'm just so excited. Like I know it's gonna be like years from now till I can finally start it, but I'm like baby convention, let's do it. And I've already like picked out like a venue that I think would be good, and like I just have so many ideas floating in my brain, and it just gives me so much dopamine to think about.
It's good to have goals though, even if it's like really far in the future. I'm real bad about that, like setting goals. Maybe I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do this in an hour, but beyond an hour ahead, man, I don't know what I'm doing. That's just the kind of person I am.
I think it's good to have like a lot of goals that are like money wise related because they help you save up. Like I'm like currently trying to save up for having my own apartment with my partner.
And are you an impulsive spender too?
No, actually, I'm a money hoarder. I hoard like crazy.
Well, you were gifted with that. I'm the opposite. I can't hold on to stuff.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, I have a lot of friends who are like that. It's just
you'll be the management.
I'm just like give me your money and let me hold it for you, you little rapscallion.
Yeah.
So, what are some things you'd like to see less of or that are troublesome for you in the community?
I'm not really. I just came back. I feel like things are better than they were. I feel like there's a lot less drama than there was.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's just because, people have moved on to places like Twitter or Instagram. I'm not sure where they went, but they went somewhere. But I don't know. I don't think I have any complaints off the top of my head because that was my main thing. I was like, look, I'm trying to regress, not talk about who did this, who did that, what's problematic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That checks out. I'm trying to think of if I have anything like that, like I'd see less of. I can't think of anything. Head empty, no thoughts.
We've curated our Tumblr experience, so we don't have any issues with it.
Yeah. All right, now it's time for my favoritist one.
Oh my gosh.
My favoritist one is your special interest segment. Yeah! Woo,
oh my god, let's try not to go like 2 hours into this because I'm one of those people.
I love those people. I love it when people talk about their special interests and just go the heck off. It's like my favorite thing. I'm just like, yes, more. Go on. I'm listening.
I can't even. Where do I begin? Because I feel like I'm kind of in between. You know that awkward like transitional stage where you're like, man, what is my obsession at the moment? But at the moment, it's like Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, all that good stuff, which is weird because there isn't really an online community for that, especially like on Tumblr. There'll be like like scans of box art or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the community that does exist is like on other websites, and none of them speak English. So, I mean, it was my only practical use for taking Spanish in high school because there's like a lot of Spanish speaking fans from what I could tell. But I really like that, and I really like Mega Man. That's been my big thing for years and years and years. Like ever since I started going online more, like had an online presence in quotes. I never made a big deal, but like Mega Man has been my thing that's followed me around.
Tell us about the Megal of Man.
The Megalovania
Man. Tell us.
Sans is Ness, and Ness is Mega Man?
That is not what I asked for.
Question mark?
That is not at all what I asked for.
Yeah, cut that out. But, I don't know. I mean, what is there to talk about? I feel like it's kind of it's a basic formula that like made all the other platformers what they are. It's just a jump and shoot game. I like it. I like the little robots. I like robots in general. I like Mega Man. I like Astro Boy, which is funny because how the original Mega Man was made, Capcom had actually had the license to make a Astro Boy NES game, and then they lost the rights to it before they finished, and they were like, well, crap. We've got all this work done, and we don't know what to do with it.
So, how did they lose the rights?
Well, because I think it was like a timed sort of thing. I don't know all the details. I heard this years ago. But from what I know, and don't take my word for it, because it's not like, oh, my dad works at Capcom. But what it was is that they were developing a Astro Boy game, and somehow it got dropped because they lost the rights. Whether it was like they had it for a certain amount of time, they weren't pleased with it. I don't remember the specifics, but I think it's funny that I like both of those things a lot because they're kind of connected in a really far-fetched kind of way.
They're boys? They robots? They cool?
Well, and they look kind of similar too.
It's like true, they
builds
do.
And stuff.
They got those big boots.
Yeah, true. But like, I think it's funny how. That's not funny. That's sad. I'm like, well, Astro can take them off. Mega Man can't. That's just his leg.
Oh boy.
Because he gets like the boots from some he like runs off and gets stolen by a circus. I don't know. He gets the boots from some lady. Like
this is just like the thing to open up.
Lore. I haven't seen 2003, but
you haven't seen the movie they put out?
I did see the movie, but I like to pretend it doesn't exist.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it was okay. It just didn't please me as like an Astro Boy movie. If it was literally anything else, I think I might have liked it a bit more. It just felt like it deviated too much from the source material. And when you're adapting something, you want it to be its own thing, but then it just felt unrecognizable. And I'm sure some people will disagree, but I don't think anyone cares enough.
Nobody's like, this is too controversial.
Yeah. Speaking of that, everybody loves this. This is like an anti-special interest, but everybody loves the Iron Giant movie, and they were like, oh, Rock, you would love Iron Giant. I think they like fell asleep during it. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I don't like Star Wars. I don't like Iron Giant.
I don't like a Star War. I don't like the Iron Man. I don't like any of these things. They are not special interests.
Like the common denominator and the stuff that I like is, but a lot of stuff just doesn't hold my attention. I don't know.
I like a lot of things, but then I also fall asleep during them. That's just because I have sleepy syndrome.
We just sleep a lot. I'm the same way. I'll be sitting down and then in about an hour I'll be waking up. I didn't realize I lay down.
Oh, jeez. Sleepy boy hours is real, and we need wakey up potions.
God, isn't that just called coffee?
You know what? We
can put it in like a fancy glass bottle. We'll call it a wakey up potion.
Dude, I was thinking about that at work. I was like, man, I just want to take like a purple energy drink or something like that, and then put it in like a potion bottle, and then like drink it, and it'll be so cool. But I'm really upset because I can't have sugar no more, and I love sugar, and that's how I like my coffee. Is I like it extremely sweet and with like milk and everything, and now I can't have sugar no more, and my coffee drinking days are ruined. I mean, I'll still drink coffee because an ADD guy's gotta, but I'm not gonna like it.
So do you want any coffee with your milk and sugar, or
it
like you seem like one of those people. I always drink my coffee black. I don't know. I feel like that's how it's meant to be drank.
I used to drink it black, but you know what? Coffee, like, it's like whenever I drink coffee, it's like spinning like the wheel of fortune. It's like it either makes me go to the bathroom and doesn't wake me up,
I'm
wakes
about
me
to
up,
head out.
wakes me up and gives me jitters, puts me to sleep, and it's just like it'll do like all these different things except what it's supposed to do. But then when it does what it's supposed to do, it also gives me really bad jitters and anxiety. So I'm like, what is life?
Black tea might be a better option then, because I know that it's kind of it's got a lot of caffeine and more so than any other tea, but it's not as much as coffee, so it might be better. And plus, it's more like of a calm, wakey kind of thing, not like bouncing off the walls. You know what I mean?
It feels like with me, it's either one or the other though, because like I have tried black tea before, and it just soothes me and puts me to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like I either need like a aggressive punch of caffeine to get me up and get me going, or it's sleepy town, y'all.
Yeah, I've literally had medicine given to me like make me go to sleep, and it wakes me up. So I think we're just broken.
We're just broken. No. Oh, we've really deviated from Megaman.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's okay. I'm a tea snob. I could talk about tea, and we can pretend that it's a special interest segment.
Okay, new special interest segment. It's tea time.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's not much to say. It's like, different kinds of tea. You heat it up to different temperatures. Wow, that tastes good. That's pretty much the entirety of it.
Do you know any tea that's good for acid reflux?
Man, I wish I did. I don't know. I feel like I know that peppermint would be a no because that's what always like messed me up.
Peppermint, my friends always prescribe peppermint tea to me because it's supposed to be good for your tummy.
Yeah, I've heard that about like peppermint and ginger. I just know that the mint always made me kind of when I still had problems like the reflux in quotes.
In
Like
quotes.
yeah, like it was something else, but it felt the same, and it would just make my chest all burn up. So I don't know if peppermint would be good. I'd say like ginger maybe.
Oh yeah, ginger is pretty helpful with it. When I went to my friend's house, he was reading me fan fiction. He was like, "Oh yeah, you still having like acid reflux?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He was like, "Here, I chopped up this ginger for you. Go ahead and chew it while I read." And I was like, "Okay." It was
I
really
don't
good
even
too.
know what ginger tastes like to just eat it straight like that. It always looks weird. It looks like a chopped up hand.
It's true. It tastes good. It tastes a little spicy.
Oh, I
But
like spice though.
yeah, it's nice. I like it. It's very pleasant. Have you ever had it with like sushi?
That's right. They always
The pickled ginger?
they always like have it on the side or whatever, like that pink stuff.
Yeah.
That's what that is, right?
That's pickled ginger.
I don't even really like soy sauce on my sushi. I kind of ignore all the other stuff that they give me. And I know you're supposed to eat the ginger in between.
Yeah, it's
but normally I just order a lot of the same kind of sushi, so I don't really need to use like the palate cleanser they give me. You know what I mean?
My mom
so no, I don't really know what straight ginger tastes like.
My mom just takes the ginger and throws it on top of the sushi and then like eats it like that. And I'm like, valid. Yeah, go off, mama. I love it. But what was I saying? Tea. I only found out last year that you're supposed to boil your water at like a lower temperature and have it a certain degree or whatever for your green tea. Otherwise, you burn your green tea, and that's why it tastes nasty.
Yeah, a lot of people complain that they don't like green tea, and it is because they overbrew it. I've always liked it, even when I probably did.
Yeah, same.
I kind of like bittery tastes like that. I'm kind of messed up.
I'm a little bit weird. You see this hat? I'm weird.
And I also have very strong opinions on whether it should be drank hot or cold because I don't know. I'm from the South, but I can't stand iced tea. I don't even like you see iced tea at the store or at restaurants. I don't even know what that is. It doesn't taste like tea. It tastes bad.
That doesn't even register in my brain. I like all kinds of teas. You like boba tea?
I do, but I don't like the little tapioca pearls. Like, I remember the first time I had one, it just, went up my straw because they've got the big straws. My friend
Thickums.
said I had the weirdest expression on my face because I didn't know what to expect. I,
Uh-huh.
freaked out. I think that was the experience that made me not like them.
Oh, woof.
But I always get, like, the tea without the tapioca in it, which I guess is just milk tea at that point.
Yeah. Man, I have to learn how to make it so I can make my sugar-free version.
I was gonna say the way I did it, and it's not at all an actual way to make milk tea, but maybe someone will find this interesting. I always made like an Irish breakfast tea, just tea bags, like not anything fancy. And then I would pour milk in it until it kind of got to that, that right color, the way it
Yeah.
kind of looks. And then I would like put it in the fridge for a few hours, and that's not actually milk tea, but it tastes like the same thing. So I always did
Oh, I'm gonna
that.
have to try that. Have you ever had Thai tea?
I don't know. I've always heard it used like um, interchangeably with milk tea, so I don't know what the difference is.
Well, the difference is it comes from Thailand and it's amazing. So what it is, it's like chai. I think it's chai.
Chai is like an Indian thing, right?
Yeah, I'm not done yet. So it's chai tea and it's like a special. My sister sent me because she lives in Thailand and she has it all the time.
Oh,
But it's like this special
isn't
kind
it
of
like
chai tea from
oh,
Thailand, and
oh.
and they brew it up, and then they take sweetened condensed milk, and then they just pour a whole heck ton of that in there, and then they put ice in it, and they shake it up, and they give it to you, and it's incredible. It's like the best thing I've ever drank.
I'm gonna have to try that out. That sounds really good.
It is
I like.
so good.
It's different if it's got like ice in it. Iced tea doesn't actually have ice in it. I'm like going back on my word about cold tea because that sounds good.
You know what? All right, you son of a gun, you talked me into it.
Yeah, like you converted me.
There's this place like around the corner where I live and they make Thai tea and they just have a lot of good stuff and we should go there sometime is what I'm trying to say to you. It's so
For
good.
anyone that's like listening and doesn't know us, which they probably don't.
Yeah.
We live pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
So
he lives like 40 minutes away from me or something.
We vibing.
We vibing out here,
That's
y'all.
just day to day. Do people still say that?
I don't know. I remember when bet became a thing.
Oh my god,
like,
I kind of forgot that existed.
Everybody was all about saying bet, and for some reason it made me so angry. And like I was on Tinder because I was using it to make friends, which didn't work out great. But anyways,
yeah, I can imagine.
So I was trying to use it to make friends, and like this guy was talking to me, and I was like, oh, he seems pretty cool. And then he said bet, and I'm like, I unmatched with him like instantly.
This
I was like,
friendship
over. I don't care for that much. But no, I don't know what it was because and then later on I was like, why did I do that? That was pretty mean of me. But I was just like, I don't like bet. So let me try and think. Do you like your tea with sugar, honey, or nunny?
So most of the time, it's just I just drink it straight. If it's like a black tea, sometimes I'll put a little bit of milk in there, like a spot of milk. But normally I just like it as is because I feel like that's how you're supposed to drink it. I have a lot of like really hard ideals about tea, as you can tell. You're supposed to drink tea this way. You're supposed to drink coffee this way. But
you know what, Rock? You're not allowed in my house anymore. If you're gonna mandate how my tea should be. Am I using that word right? I don't think I've ever used the word mandate.
I don't know. Mandate. I mean, yeah. I think it's a weird way to use it, but you're using it correctly.
Yes! Score one for the cookster.
But my only thing that I usually do is with white tea, and I know white tea isn't supposed to have a really strong taste, but to me it just tastes kind of like floral water. So I put like lemon juice in it, and it tastes like so much better. But then it just kind of tastes like floral lemonade.
Yummy, yummy.
Yeah.
I always like my tea with honey. But sometimes when it's like a black tea or chai tea, even, I don't know if chai tea is a black tea. Is it? No, I think it's just.
I think it's its own thing.
I think it's just its own thing. But anyways, sometimes I'll put sugar in that instead of honey. But I'm pretty like adamant. Like if it's like a fruity tea, it has to be honey and not sugar. And also, I like a little bit of milk with the chai tea and a little bit of milk with the black tea as well. And I'm really craving tea right now. Thanks a lot.
I might go make some after we're done recording, I know. Actually. Discord tea party.
Oh, and I got some, I don't know if you know, stevia.
Yeah, I was going to mention that whenever you said that you weren't able to eat sugar anymore.
Yeah, I got a couple packets of stevia, which is like not quite the same. There was a period in my life where like I wouldn't have sugar and I would just have stevia all the time because it was like my mom was really into it. So I was like, yeah, I'll try it out. And then I was like, I'm only using this from now on. And then later on I was like, yeah, sugar's fine. And now I'm like, I'm obsessed with sugar. And I'm like, well, back to the stevia again. Great. But I think I'm gonna take some black tea and like stevia and a little bit of milk and mix that in there, and I'm just gonna have like some real nice tea today.
That's gonna be so epic. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. The only thing,
like, I think stevia comes from a different plant than
yeah.
sugar. Also, you'll probably like correct me on my pronunciation. I can't pronounce pronunciation.
Pronunciation. No,
I thought it was stevia. But
I've had
stevia.
I've had other people like call it stevia, but my whole family we've always said stevia. We've been known to pronounce things weirdly though.
Agere stevia.
Agere stevia. I'm an angry stevia baby.
Make fun of you for that. I'm sorry.
You wiener.
And now the internet will know. All of China knows that you say Agere.
I had to cover my mouth. No.
You sound like a hyena and I adore it.
Stop!
Oh my god.
Oh
no! Are you having like an asthma?
No, I'm having the giggle fits. Oh dear. What was I thinking? I had a thought in my brain, but then you sent me on a laughing tangent, and now all thoughts have been canceled for the rest of the day.
Oh, no thoughts, head empty.
No thoughts, head empty.
Well, I mean, we can always finish it off if you want.
Yeah, I think we're nearing.
Because, I mean, we've answered all of our questions. I think they've listened to us ramble about tea for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah. We're going on.
You passed the test.
56 minutes right now.
Oh gosh, that's probably a good place to leave it off on, and I think.
Yeah. And plus we'll have to cut off that beginning part where we tried and then it didn't work.
Y'all are spared from us fumbling over our intro.
Baba Booey.
Become a banana.
All right. So, is there anything you'd like to plug, my good rock?
So, I kind of plugged my favorite blogs earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But my Agere blog, you can find me at Rock Coward, which is like the dumbest URL. It's like Rock Howard with a C, but no, I don't think anyone would get that joke. So it's just Rock Coward.
Rock Coward.
Yeah, I've got a little bunny header.
Well, it was lovely having you on. Thank you for doing this with me. Thank you for reviving the Age Regression podcast.
Yes, I just realized I'm going to be like the first episode. That's kind of epic.
Yeah,
I'm an iconic. I'm an iconic. Okay.
I'll probably have you on for another episode later on TBH. Iconic.
I'd like that. We'll see how this goes.
We'll see what people think. Anyways, thank you all for joining us. I think I had one last thing to say if my phone doesn't die so I can look at my notes. Oh my goodness, my group chat has 82 notifications. Oh dear.
I second that. I've got like 51. They can wait.
They can wait. Alright, let's see. Yeah, just remember, kids, that unsolicited role plays are creepy, and that's the end of the podcast. Bye bye.
Oh Lord, I hate that. Bye.